Hello, my name's Glenn Vickery and welcome to my YouTube channel Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival, and today we're going to be doing another native plant or shrub called Mapou, or otherwise known commonly as Red Matipo. Okay, here we go into here. So this is the Mapou. Okay. You'll notice it has quite red stems on it, okay, and also it has some of the leaves have like a redness around the leaves as well. Okay, I'll try and get in a bit closer there. You can see it's got like a red tinge around the leaves as well, and this redness actually is to help protect the shrub from or small tree from the sunlight, okay, from getting sunburnt. Mapou is very similar to another tree, has the same sort of leaves, pretty much exactly identical as another tree called Kohuhu, and we'll do Kohuhu another day, but they're very similar. They look very similar, but they're completely different trees from different families. Okay. How else can we? Normally you can recognize it just by this pure red bark, okay, and the red tinge around the leaves. Alright, but if you get in close enough, let's see if we can find some. We might find some berries, and the berries are very similar to, here we go, are very similar to mahui, and I've done a video on mahui, and they grow off the stem. There's not many trees that have the berries actually growing off the stem. Okay, you can see some more there, alright, and they grow off the stems of the branches, okay. They're very small, and you'll notice them. They're black. They grow black. Okay, when they're ripe. Okay, what was this plant or small shrub used for? Basically, it was more of a ceremonial tree. Okay, when karakia was being said, or basically. Prayers, okay, by saying prayers and things like that. So the tree is quite. It's one of the hardest woods. It's very hard, and it was used for making what we call an adze, okay, which an adze is very similar to an axe. Only the head or the sharp bit on an axe is different to an adze, and normally the chief would carry around an adze, and normally of a hardwood like Mapou, and then it would be used well, pretty much to if it needed to be, dong someone on the head, and yeah, that person would sometimes end up in the hangi. Later on, as the Europeans arrived, it was used for like, for making chairs and, chisels and handles and things like that, because the wood's so solid. So it was good for making tools. However, the wood doesn't do very well when it's been left on the ground. So if you were to leave a spade, the handle on the ground, then it's not very good. It's going to rot. Okay, so it's not very good for that sort of thing. For medicinal reasons, it's excellent. This plant or this shrub, you can infuse or boil the leaves, okay, and or squeeze the juice out of the leaves, and put it on a toothache, okay, to dull the pain or take the pain away from the toothache. And it's also got a property in it called rutin, which is used for arthritis. Okay. Another thing it's been used for, it's got a another known property in it called emberlin. Okay, and this is used for skin diseases. Okay, and worms. Okay, so if you've got worms on the inside of your body, and just for general use. Okay, you know, pretty much anything really, but the main thing is for toothache and skin disease. Really good. Okay, so just something I forgot to mention is also that the Red Matipo or Mapou is a very good wood for firewood. Okay, so it's really important to know which woods that you can burn out in the bush, because certain trees are no good for burning. Okay, you can even when they're dry, they won't burn. They're useless. Okay, and we'll get into which trees are useless. So you want to be finding the ones that are good, so you get a nice hot fire during the night, especially when it's in winter. You want that wood to burn well, especially in a survival situation as well. You want to make sure you got the right wood, because if you're sitting there for like 2-3 hours, 4 hours in the freezing cold trying to start a fire, and you've chosen the wrong wood because you didn't know the different trees, you're going to have a problem. So Mapou is excellent, or should I say very good, not excellent, but very good as a firewood. So keep that in mind as well. Thank you very much. That's Mapou or Red Matipo, and we'll get into the next video shortly. But like, subscribe, and share, and I hope you enjoyed this. The more bush, the more trees and shrubs, etc. that you learn, the more comfortable you are out in the bush, the more you'll enjoy it. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.